Hey guys, welcome to another video. In this video, I'm going to talk about what I've learned from Solo Shuffle as an Assassination Rogue from probably playing 100 to 150 rounds the past week. Now, first of all, let me start by saying Rogue is not as easy as people make out, and yes, Assassination is an incredibly good spec, but there are certain comps that at a lower end bracket really do steamroll over you as a class, and the discipline they are needed to play is very little. These could be classes such as DK, Warrior, DH, which, you know, when you come up against these cleave comps, it's really difficult. So the first thing I've learned is always kidney on DR. You've got a 20-second kidney, and as you can see here, we've got it's on cooldown every 20 seconds. So that is ultimately a 14-second window where you're not stunning. And now during this time, you want to be prioritizing these things. You want to be prioritizing feint. You want to be aware of the enemy CDs. Are they going to burst? Are they going to not? This should optimize your positioning. So those are kind of several things that I am slowly learning and building up. However, it is incredibly difficult when you are focused. You have to be very strategic. Sometimes you may have to kidney just whoever's doing the most damage and not necessarily the kill target, or you may switch and kidney the healer. But using a kidney every single time it comes up is the #1 most important thing. The second thing, now this is probably one of the most frustrating aspects of actually playing a rogue, is the fact that you need to have a good setup. And what I mean by this is not necessarily a good keyboard and mouse, but when you start a game, you need to ensure that your team let you sap or get some sort of opening CC, as this really gives you the opening momentum. You can get your bleeds up and running on both DPS or just one DPS target, and the healer is instantly behind. If you can't sap the healer, sap a DPS. Sometimes it's even effective to keep the healer sapped for the full sap DRs, and then go into a blind if they do trinket on the third sap, and just let your teammates do a little bit of damage. This causes the healer to panic, and you can force a really early trinket into kidney deathmark, and you can win the game. I have used this on a number of occasions, but it really depends. If the DPS are good, they will tend to peel, even if you're in stealth or switch targets. And the third thing is when to use deathmark. Now, starting off, before I kind of, on my first 2 or 3 days, I would use deathmark literally in the opener just to force so much damage in CDs, and because it's a 2-minute cooldown, ultimately I would you know, have it in the next 2 minutes. So by the time the kidney, I had it up. This isn't always the case. Sometimes it's better to open up very passively and then deathmark after you've forced a trinket. Save your blind for after the trinket. Blind into kidney, bomb, full bleeds up, deathmark. You can almost guarantee this, but this depends on a lot of factors, and I think a lot of people don't really understand this, that when you are playing the rogue, there are many times where you have to vanish defensively. People are just like, oh, you need to stun more, you need to throw blind, but there are so many different aspects to a rogue that you have to really utilize. Now, I think moving forward, the things I'm really going to prioritize are to utilize my blind off trinket more, and to really try and get these kill setups. And I think as I climb higher up the ladder, my teammates will get better. As I'm getting better, I'll be tracking cooldowns more, and I will become more familiar with the various aspects of playing a rogue. But this has been kind of my thought process, guys. I will now leave you with a bit of Solo Shuffle gameplay. It wasn't my best, this was one of my early games, but yeah, I hope you've enjoyed the video, and I hope this helps. Please continue to watch and support me over on my channel on Twitch. The link is in the description, or it's on my YouTube banner. And don't forget to comment, like, and subscribe, and turn on post notifications. Thanks so much, everybody. Have a great weekend.